Hello, my name is Seth Crispin, a film composer, and I have never seen Studio Ghibli's Howl's Moving Castle. Today, I'm going to try and compose a song based on a still image from the movie. Now, the purpose of this exercise isn't to replace the original music or prove I'm better than the original composer, but it serves purely as a way to practice my skills as a composer myself and a storyteller through music. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss when I release a new video. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to do before touching the keyboard is to carefully analyze the image and break down the story being told within the frame. Now, of course, the first thing I notice about this image is the giant castle with legs, which I assume is Howl's moving castle, which already gives me an idea of the tempo and the rhythmic kind of feeling to it. Because we can see it's already on the move, I'm going to give it a march-like tempo to it. And the next thing I notice about this image is the mountain and the valley, because I think it's beautifully framed with the castle in between both of those, which really gives a sense of the scale, while also giving us a sense of wonder with the mountains in the background, because we see how tall the castle truly is. That's another important thing I think to talk about, is that it feels very safe, because if you took this out of context, you could easily make this into a horror film and make it terrifying looking. But there are so many different visual cues that make it feel secure and like a home. And I think actually the last thing I noticed about this, which kind of dives into that even deeper, is in the bottom of the image, we see a shepherd with sheep. And what that really does is, for me, we see the shepherd waving. So we assume that the shepherd not just knows, but also trusts the person in the castle and the castle as if it was a friend. So now that I've analyzed it, these are the instruments I have decided to go with. First, I've decided that an orchestra is best suited for the overall sound. So that would mean first and second violin, viola, cello, and bass. To build extra texture, I was going to use some snare and toms to help build out the background. Just very soft, nothing very dramatic. And I've also added a bass drum and some cymbals. When we get closer to the end of the song, I've built it out with a very grand feel, really drawing out the image of the mountains and the fog in the background by using trombone and horn. To help build out more of the texture, just give it that march kind of feel to it, I've used some woodwinds, a harp, xylophone, and piano to give it that lighter march feel to it. And yeah, I think that's everything. So let's hear it all together. And that short 45 seconds of music took me 8 hours to make. Tell me how I did in the comments below, and if you want to see me try out more of this kind of stuff, please like the video and subscribe so you can be notified when I release new videos. Thanks.